Kit Fist. Oh! You guys have seen Hook, right? Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Puts the Clankers in the Boo Box. So, we've got another raid video here from the Naboo Raid for you today, folks. And it's another Jedi one, LUMINARA and Kit Fisto. It's designed to go alongside the Killer and Beck one. So that's awesome. Huge shout out to people on the Raid Discord server, and specifically to Quig, who is a really great source of information for all of this. He has some really cool infographics and everything. So huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I truly appreciate every single one of you folks. And if you want to support this channel for free, folks, all you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's mount the algorithm. In the video description, folks, I've also put a link to an unlisted video of 6 wins that I did using this exact comp and all the different mods that I'm going to be showing you and everything, so you guys can watch 6 different methods of me winning, instances of me winning, if that's just as you know, it's a free video to watch. Obviously, like no ads or anything, just something for you know, more reference for you. Figured that might be helpful. So, what's the team? We've got LUMINARA and Keller and Beck. You can see they don't have any of the same characters on them, and it's just so weird, man. I put they both get 2.7 if you get the right relic levels on them, obviously. And like how does this team work? It's a lot of fun. It is a ton of fun. It is it's just so baffling that it works. It's kind of fun. Like, they did a good job designing this team, folks. Honestly, it's pretty cool. So, you really want Kit Fisto to go first, second, or third. The reason you don't know which turn he's going to take is because he'll counter every once in a while when they shoot him in the opening, and then he'll gain turn meter based off of RNG. Like, RNG will give him turn meters sometimes, and sometimes that's enough to go faster than the B1 command droid, and that's fine. You can just do a basic if that's the case. For the most part, if you have him slow enough, and if you're doing Relic 8, it's a lot easier than the slower levels. I'll show you guys the B1 commander speeds for each relic level in just a moment. So you want Kit Fisto to go number 1 through 3, and you can make Grandmaster Yoda and Qui-Gon pretty quick. You just really want to make sure that LUMINARA and Plo Koon are going 4th and 5th. That is fairly important here, folks. In fact, here, why don't I show you? Just one second. Whoa, we're in the raid, kind of. It's definitely Naboo. Look at all that smog in the air, guys. It's all purplish. So first, so the clankers get their first turn here. Let's rewind just a little bit. So the droids roll in. They immediately start shooting us in our face. They don't even ask questions. They're just like, "Do you have a face? I would like to shoot it if possible." And then Yoda, in this instant, goes first, and he's just gonna do a special. Nothing special, folks. It's just a special. And then Qui-Gon can go next. He's targeting someone with an offense up, with some kind of a buff, so it gives the whole team offense up, which is important. And then Kit Fisto goes. He can do his AoE, which we'll talk about in a little bit. LUMINARA does a punch through the air. She does her own Fisto attack, and then Plo Koon hands turn meter to the whole team so that we can do it all again. So it's important to have those turns mapped out. If Qui-Gon or Grandmaster Yoda go first or second, it doesn't matter as long as Kit Fisto is, you know, or he can go before any of them as long as the command battle droid has gone before Kit Fisto. So let's get back to the actual slideshow real quick, folks. And the modding for these guys is the exact same. You want offense set with health set, and offense as the primary for everything, health on the circle, and That's it. They're real simple. Now, the thing that you can see highlighted at the very bottom, I actually made a bigger version of it. So huge shout out to whoever it was who created this. I don't know. Someone just sent it to me. So I don't know who to give credit for or who to give credit to. So the command battle droid, you can see at Relic 8 is 304 speed, which we're not really threatening with our tentacle, with dreadlock tentacle man here. Let's see, what speed is he? Yeah, he's at 286, so nothing too fancy. At lower levels though, if you're trying to do like the Relic 5 one, you can really run into issues where he goes. He just has to, you know, half the time he's going to be going first, so then you can just do a basic and move on. But the goal is to be slower on him than the command battle droid, because the command battle droid dispels all the buffs, and those buffs are really the lifeblood of what we're doing. So Grandmaster Yoda, exact same thing here, folks. Speed and offense. Qui-Gon, speed and... I keep saying speed, I mean health and offense. Luminara, health and offense. Plo Koon. And you can see all of the videos that I'm putting out, or, you know, all of the things that I'm showing you here today, they're all using this exact speed. And you don't have to have them at that exact speed, folks. That's just for reference, so that you can see what the range of speeds are, and like what the estimated turn numbers are going to be. So in terms of how do the mechanics work, folks, so with the raid, the Galactic Republic Jedi gain a faction bonus where if they get potency up and they have heal over time, which Luminara gives them all the time anyways, if they have potency up and heal over time, then they have 40% counter chance, and they do bonus true damage to all enemies when they use an ability. So they have to have potency up, they have to have heal over time, but once they have their buffs, then they're doing a lot of damage, and they're doing it to everyone. Luminara's lead is convenient in the sense that as long as allies gain a buff that they didn't already have, they also gain a heal over time. So that means if they didn't have potency up, then when Kit Fisto hands it to them with his special, they also gain a heal over time, and he gains... they get heal over time and potency up, which immediately gives them the buffs they need to start doing a lot of damage. So you really want to keep potency up as long as possible, which Grandmaster Yoda, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, Grandmaster Yoda is the guy you want to be looking for to doing that. That's really the big paradigm shift that I eventually learned after practicing this a million times was he can, as long as, you know, he has the potency up buff, he can keep handing it and feeding it to the rest of the team. It's pretty cool like that. And then you guys can just take a screenshot of this. Typically you want to save defensive spiral for the end, except sometimes they force your hand if you see charged 2 times in a row. When you get the fleets, then sometimes you wanted to use disrupt communications first, and then you'll use defensive spiral if you see it 2 times in a row. Otherwise, that only happened like 1 time to me, I think, the whole time that I was practicing. It's not too common. So let's jump into the gameplay though, folks, shall we? Let's knock this out. So here we are. We're ready to go. Gosh, a lovable group of losers. They're all Relic 8 though. It's pure madness. So the clankers start shooting, and Kit Fisto. This is a different opening, by the way, than the last one. All right, Yoda, just do a special. There you go, bud. Now you can see that you can see the battle droid commander is dispelling our buffs now. He does that. Every time the first time the commander takes a turn, he dispels all of our buffs, which is absolutely why we want Kit Fisto to go after him, so that he doesn't just immediately dispel all of our hopes and dreams. So he does get rid of all of our buffs here. Kit Fisto does go though, and hands everyone the stuff they want, gets some turn meter from Plo Koon, and then now that the battle droids have buffs, target one that has a buff and dispel that buff, and your whole team gets offense up. Which offense up, you need as much offense as you can get, folks. If you can keep your team with a bunch of offense, then that's awesome. That's really good. So Grandmaster Yoda is going to now, hopefully he just does a basic, yeah, and then the idea is the Grandmaster Yoda is the one who you want him to be distributing those potency ups as long as he can. In theory, if you got the right RNG, which it never works out this way, but if you got the right RNG, Yoda would actually be able to hand out the potency up without ever needing Kit Fisto to help him again. If you got the right RNG, I think that's how it works, and that could work anyways. So LUMINARA just throws her awesome force punch or whatever it is, and then all right, hand everyone that protection up or the potency up from Yoda. I think I could have done an AoE there actually to do it, but all right, let's shoot that droideka down as quickly as possible. Take him out here, and now the Clanker commander is going to go eventually, but you can see all this damage we're doing because we counter as well. Okay, he dispelled everyone, and get some turn meter here, and we have our buffs available now. Now, something I want to point out here, folks, when you get crit as a Galactic Republic Jedi, you get crit immunity until it's your next turn, but also when you get crit, your cooldowns are reduced, which is the mechanic that's letting us consistently not have to take 4 turns in a row for Kit Fisto to do his AoE. Now, they don't have charged on the commander, so we can just do the massive damage one, and that's fine. That's good. We can save the communications disruption for later. And let's see. Let's take out Stap first. There we go, and you can see all the bonus true damage that we're doing because everyone has the buffs that they need to be able to do that, and because we're 40%, we're at a 40% hit back rate, counter rate. Then we're making some things happen. Though of course they dispel right before Yoda's able to take another. To pass out the potency up, and that's why I say it never really works that way, but you can use Yoda to help keep more potency up on your team, and which is something you really need, because just taking all of these hits is fairly devastating. It just eventually it times you out, and you're not able to get to the last level, or if you do, the tank just kind of melts you. So yeah, so target characters that you can see, I just took the target off of a red character, a character that was in the red, because the true damage, the bonus true damage, is going to kill them. Again, I'm about to change targets here with Kit Fisto, hoping that the true damage will kill the one that's selected already, so we can get a twofer. There we go. Cool. It works, man. They keep doing AoEs. It's a wonderful thing. All right. So now, the droideka one is the one that sucks, guys. I'd say that you win about 1 in 3, 1 in 4 of this if you know what you're doing. I will say, you probably want to be working on, like, you want to practice this a few times. Don't get discouraged, because it can be very discouraging. It took me a while to figure it out. Cool. Do the AoE into the next round, giving us the buffs that we need. Now we'll do the one that removes their... Oh yeah, I had to check. Okay, so we didn't have charged twice in a row. That's amazing. But we're going to keep... So the one that we want to keep, folks, this defensive spiral is amazing for this particular team. We want to keep that for the last, if at all possible. So we're going to go for the one that gets rid of their ability. For 1 turn. This is the communication disruption, and now target Staps and start taking everyone out quick as you can. Grandmaster Yoda, do your AoE, hand out potency up once again. You can see everyone's just about dead already. He dispels me right at the worst possible time. We have Droidekas here, and we need Kit to take another turn soon. But these guys, they have charged as their ability, and we're just trying to kill the Droidekas as much as we can. Trying to just bide our time, get some turn meter. Typically with Plo Koon, you usually want to err on the side of using the extra turn meter that he hands you, just because it takes, your team doesn't gain turn meter as quickly as you want them to, because those clankers are pretty dang quick. And if you're not hitting them back, yeah, so you just dispelled us once again. Super frustrating. So you can use, there's 3 different ways to dispel Droideka. You have Qui-Gon Jinn's special, which you just saw. You have any special from Luminara, because that's a Galactic Republic buff on the raid. And then you have Plo Koon's dispel on basic, assuming you guys hit. Then it works. Cool. All right, we even killed Droideka without any of our cool buffs. Let's keep going though. Just do a basic with Plo. And I'm excited to show you guys. There's this trick that I want to show you with the buffs, because it's important. It's important to have those. Okay, Kit finally got us our buffs, and so hopefully the commander droid doesn't have a dispel immediately apparent. But once again, we're maximizing our damage, and looks like he's not going to get a say in things, folks. Now, the next one, this is the one you want to save until the end if possible, because that potency up is really, really strong. Potency up, it as locked. Yeah, see, their commander just went. Look at all the things he did. But he also dispelled all of our buffs, but we have locked potency up. So we're good to go, man. We can start doing damage immediately. So let's do the AoE, or we can just do a basic. That's fine, Yoda. That's fine. Do your thing, man. Do what you want. So we're doing some good damage here. Kit Fisto obviously can't apply for a little bit. Now there is this trick here, folks. Okay, so yeah, dispel this, get offense up. Now there's this trick, folks, with Grandmaster Yoda that it might be a bug. I'm not sure. Someone told me in chat while I was doing a stream about it, and I don't remember what their name is. I'm very sorry. Feel free to take credit in chat or in the comments if you want. But the way this works, folks, is with the buffs that he has that are locked from Grandmaster Yoda, you actually take those and you can spread them out to your friends, who then just get them. You don't get to pass on locked buffs, but you get to spread the unlocked version of them. So even though Kit could hand out his own potency up, I decided to wait for a turn. Let's take out these 2 Droidekas if at all possible, and this is the final wave here, folks. So it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. We just need to assist a few more times. Yep, and then Kit Fisto can do his AoE. Luminara can kill him by healing her team, and that's it, folks. I would say this takes, it does take a few. You have to remod every time, and you have to have decent mods. You also need to practice this. It takes a lot of time and effort to get everything to work, and to understand all the different interactions and everything. And once you do, I would say you win. You have to restart once or twice, probably 2, maybe 3 times before you finally get the 2.7, and it's significantly easier at lower levels, like I say. So that's it, folks. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.